But does it sound better? My name is Patrick, and I make vinyl record of music related content daily. Hit that like and subscribe button if that's something you're into. But does it sound better? Well, what am I talking about specifically? This is the Misfits Famous Monsters. This is the Misfits Famous Monsters. What's the difference? Well, first thing I can tell you is that this one is the record store day release. This one is the 1999 Japanese pressing release. You can see they look fairly different or fairly similar. The big thing is that the Japanese pressing one looks a little bit brighter to me when I compare the colors. Not much, but there is a difference. What's the other difference? Well, the Japanese pressing is on this beautiful yellow vinyl. And you can see the label, or the center label there, looks completely different. The record store day release is on this beautiful purple and green marble vinyl, and the center label is identical. I have weighed both of these records. The record store day release comes in at 156 grams, while the Japanese pressing comes in at 140 grams. I've always heard that Japanese pressings sound better. So we're going to throw these on the turntable and take a listen to see which one sounds best. Let's head to the turntable. All right, let's start with the record store day release. This is limited to 3,000 presses, at least in the US. So I was super excited to get this, but I specifically got it because I wanted to see if there was a difference. So let's play the first few seconds of the first song. Okay, next up, we got that Japanese pressing. Let's give it a listen. So the first thing I notice is that the Japanese pressing does sound clearer, maybe a little cleaner, but not much. I did listen to both songs, and for the sake of time, I didn't want to sit here and play them on the video. I do think the Japanese one sounds just a little bit cleaner, but at the end of the day, I think the quality on both of them is really good. It could be that the record store day pressing was just a good quality press. I don't know. But I do know that I'm super happy to have both of them. So, have you ever done a sound comparison on a Japanese press versus a US press? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. So, a quick addendum, I was just reading the jacket of the record store day press, and it looks like it was actually pressed in Germany. Now, I've heard really good things about the vinyl presses in Germany, so that could be why I'm not hearing much of a difference. So, I guess I'm yet to hear a US press, and at the cost of the US pressing, I'm not going to be hearing one anytime soon.